Reinforced is spotted!
Roger that! Verstanden! Wir fordern Luftunterstützung an!
What was that? What the hell was that?
Greetings, Commanders. Right after the loud April Fool's Day gunfights, we're opening the season with some serious new additions. The time for jokes is over. Jets are joining the battle. We are pleased to present to you the first update of 2025, Jet Power, in which you can fly the legendary turbojet-powered aircraft from the end of the war. Work on developing jet technology had been underway in many countries around the world since the early 30s, and the imminent global conflict only spurred engineers and designers on. Nevertheless, it was not until 1944 that it was seriously used at the front. Here they are, the very first combat jets. Meet them, the legendary Meteor, a deadly British machine. It was strictly forbidden for them to cross the front line in order to avoid the possible capture of these valuable aircraft by the enemy. But will this stop you, Commanders, from correcting this historical injustice and showing the Luftwaffe pilots who is the king of the sky? Matching the British Meteor is the American Shooting Star. The F-80, the first mass-produced jet of the US AAF, saw limited service in 1945 as a reconnaissance aircraft. Germany also successfully developed new weapons. The first turbojet aircraft to see air-to-air combat was their Swallow, namely the Messerschmitt 262, of which you can find two variants in the game. The Japanese Empire copied the German Messerschmitt and gave its counterpart the romantic name Orange Blossom. In Japanese Kika, the Soviet Union made its mark in this arms race with the famous MiG-9 fighter, but this machine belongs to a completely different era. We couldn't leave the Red Army without a similar aircraft, so we chose the Su-9 jet fighter, which was developed from 1944 by Pavel Sukhoi's design bureau, based on captured Messerschmitts. Every major update of Enlisted comes with changes to locations. Sometimes these are completely new locations, and sometimes, like now, we focus our efforts on reworking existing ones. We started this year by improving Silo Heights. This area, located 50 kilometers east of Berlin, played an important role during the Battle of Berlin in 1945 and is an integral part of our game by being one of the most popular battlefields. However, Silo Heights had some problems. In particular, the issue of gray zones bothered many of you, Commanders, when a well-positioned enemy tank could easily lay down fire on strategically important positions while remaining practically invulnerable. Based on your feedback and our statistics, we reduced the number of these issues. We placed obstacles that break the line of sight, added cover to exposed areas, adjusted the landscape, changed infantry and vehicle routes. And this is just a small fraction of the changes. We've adjusted problematic capture points, improved spawn point locations, updated weather effects, and improved the overall visuals of the ground and railway embankment. Welcome to the updated Silo Heights. The arsenal of the Red Army has been expanded with an excellent low BR self-loading rifle. Check it out, Commanders. The rifle was designed by Vladimir Grigorievich Fyodorov, one of his first works on the way to his famous assault rifle. Another interesting new addition, the Uragan submachine gun, also known as the Hurricane. This is a creation of partisan units, made from improvised materials and parts of other weapons. It's pretty decent for a makeshift weapon. The Germans have also received an impressive new weapon, the infantry version of the MG-81 machine gun used on aircraft. As in real life, its insane rate of fire makes it a bit difficult to use in combat, but it provides unmatched firepower, especially with its 100-round belt. American and British engineers and flame trooper squads received a new build option, the Northover projector. This British anti-tank weapon fired self-igniting phosphorus grenades and was rarely used in World War II, but it will definitely be of use on the battlefields in Enlisted. And lastly, the German Offenrohr was added to the arsenal of Japanese anti-tank gunners. This ensures that they can counter high BR enemy tanks like all other nations. There are some pleasant interface changes too, as we promised in our roadmap last year. we have added the ability to deactivate boosters. It's simple. You can now temporarily set aside your earned boosters to save them for later when they might be more useful. This update brings powerful new additions for pilots, new weapons, interface changes, reworked and improved maps, plus battle hero awards for the best gorilla and the best APC driver in a battle. And there's more waiting for you. To battle, Commanders. See you in the clouds.